The film begins in a tall corporate building during a late evening. Inside, we find Jennifer, a young woman finishing a long day at work. Just the day before was Valentine's Day, and she had planned a surprise trip to New York for her ex-boyfriend, but she feels uncertain while texting him. On another floor, a man called Guy is drying off after a mishap in the restroom. Distracted, he is focused on his phone as he heads out. By chance, he enters the same elevator as Jennifer. They are strangers, each absorbed in their own thoughts, until he starts a conversation. Jennifer discovers that the office will be closed for 5 days due to a holiday. As they talk, Guy notices an odd drawing on the elevator wall of a boy appearing to be trapped in a box. Curious, he points it out to Jennifer, but suddenly, the elevator stops. Guy quickly presses the call and emergency buttons, catching the attention of a security guard for a moment, but no help arrives. They exchange worried glances, shake hands, and face the camera, unsure of what will happen next. Both attempt to call for help, but the lack of cell service in the elevator prevents them from reaching anyone. Jennifer starts to feel anxious as she is on a tight schedule to catch her flight to see her ex-boyfriend. Realizing they might be stuck for a while, they begin to chat to relieve the tension. Jennifer shares that she works as an account manager, while Guy mentions he is new to the company. They also recall that there is an emergency exit above the elevator. Jennifer decides to give it a shot and climbs onto Guy's shoulders to reach something, but she fails and ends up with a small hand injury. As time goes by, they finally introduce themselves. Jennifer mentions she's thirsty, and Guy offers her his water bottle. He also shows her a bottle of wine he received as a gift from a client. Later, with the building on a long break, Jennifer realizes they might be stuck there for a few days. Soon, she faces another problem. She needs to use the restroom. Feeling embarrassed to do it with him nearby, Jennifer hesitates. Guy notices her discomfort and suggests she use an empty bottle for privacy. After some thought, Jennifer agrees, and Guy turns away to give her space. Once she's done, they settle back into the elevator. To keep busy, Jennifer decides to add her own drawing of a girl to the wall art. As the hours drag on, they engage in light conversation and play games. During their chat, Jennifer asks if he has any close friends or a girlfriend who might be looking for him. He admits he has no one, and that nobody even knows he works there. Jennifer nods, revealing her situation is somewhat similar. She had planned to fly to New York to surprise her ex-boyfriend. Their conversation continues, and eventually, they open the bottle of wine, sipping it as the hours pass. They start to feel more at ease and even begin drawing each other to pass the time. The man quietly confesses that he has noticed her in the office before and found her beautiful from the first moment he saw her. Jennifer blushes at his words. When they exchange their drawings, she sees he has created a stunning portrait of her, while her own drawing of him looks quite silly. They start sharing personal secrets and hidden dreams. Things progress, and they grow closer, eventually becoming intimate in the small space of the elevator. Afterward, the man tells Jennifer that he is developing real feelings for her and hopes for something more. However, Jennifer pulls back, explaining that her heart still belongs to her ex-boyfriend, and once they are out of the elevator, they will part ways. Disappointed, the man had hoped for a deeper connection. When Jennifer insists their encounter was just casual, his frustration becomes clear. He tries to be honest, admitting he hasn't been completely truthful. He reveals that he is not new to the office. He has noticed her many times, knows her late-night routine, and has been more aware of her than he initially let on. Then, he shocks Jennifer by showing her his phone, which has CCTV footage of her leaving the building each night. He is not just a coworker. He is actually the building's security guard, watching her through the cameras. Everything that happened, their time in the elevator, was planned by him to get closer to her. Their unexpected confinement was intentional. He pulls out an elevator key and tells her she can leave if she wants, then restarts the elevator. Furious and feeling betrayed, Jennifer accuses him of kidnapping her and vows to call the police once they get out. This threat freezes him, and in a panic, he stops the elevator again. A struggle breaks out as Jennifer tries to snatch the key, but it breaks during the fight. Now they are truly trapped with no escape. Angry, Jennifer hits him with her sandal, and he pushes her down in response. The situation escalates until they both hit their heads in the tight space, knocking each other unconscious. Eventually, they both start to regain consciousness. Jennifer, trying to understand what's happening, asks why he is the only security guard on duty that night. He smugly replies that there are actually 3 guards, but he convinced the other 2 to take the night off. One of them, Teddy, had a date, so he took advantage of that and arranged to cover the shift alone. Realizing the extent of his deceit, Jennifer calls him a kidnapper, which sends him into a furious, erratic state. He completely loses control. In a sudden, unsettling act, he grabs Jennifer's purse and digs through it, pulling out a shirt she had bought for her ex-boyfriend. He puts the shirt on, mocking her intentions, and then demands she open a second gift box she has. Frightened, Jennifer obeys, revealing a cigar and lighter inside. He lights the cigar, staring at her with an intense gaze that sends chills down her spine. Meanwhile, Guy notices something unusual about the elevator. The screws are gone. Realizing this could mean an emergency exit is above, he climbs up to investigate and finds an exit that might help them escape. He asks Jennifer to assist him in getting through the emergency exit, promising to open the elevator door from the outside once he's out. However, Jennifer doesn't trust him at all and suggests a different plan. She will go up first to convince him. Jennifer promises they will go on a date after escaping and assures him she won't call the police. He decides to trust her and lets her climb out. As soon as Jennifer is out with Guy's help, she abandons him, ignoring his pleas and insulting him instead. Furious, he realizes he has been deceived. Meanwhile, Jennifer makes her way to the building's exit. But the man, determined not to be left behind, creates a makeshift rope from their clothes to pull himself up through the hatch. Just as Jennifer reaches the exit, he catches up to her and pulls her down. They both fall back into the elevator from the opening above. After some time, Jennifer wakes up first and quickly comes up with a plan to trigger the building's fire alarm. She sets some paper on fire, hoping the smoke will activate the alarm and bring the fire department to rescue them. As the alarm starts ringing, the man stirs, but Jennifer doesn't give him a chance to react. She overpowers him, tying him up to keep him from escaping. In a tense moment, she threatens him with a cigar cutter, making him beg and cry. Seeing his fear, Jennifer ultimately decides against harming him. Instead, she uses her phone to record his confession, capturing his admission of all his wrongdoings. Now, with evidence in hand, she plans to report him to the police once they are rescued. While tied up, the man reveals a hidden part of his past. He shares that he used to be a successful manager, as he mentioned earlier, but everything changed after a tragic accident. One night, while having a private moment in his car, they accidentally went off the road. He survived, but the woman with him did not, leading to his arrest and a 6-month prison sentence. After that, he struggled to find work and eventually became a security guard. He admits he set up the elevator trap, knowing Jennifer would probably never date a security guard. It was a desperate move to get closer to her. Meanwhile, another security guard, Teddy, returned with his girlfriend for a quick tour. While checking the CCTV monitors, he sees 2 people stuck in the elevator and rushes to help. Teddy arrives and pries open the elevator doors, giving the man inside a manual key to unlock it if necessary. However, the man insists he still needs help, tricking Teddy into the elevator. Once Teddy is inside, the man suddenly activates the lift, causing a deadly accident. Jennifer, terrified by what she sees, begins to panic, but before she can escape, the man knocks her out. He quickly hides Teddy's body and locks Jennifer in the trunk of his car. To cover his actions, he goes to the CCTV room and deletes all footage of the night. While there, he runs into Teddy's girlfriend, who had been waiting nearby, and tragically, he takes her life too, to tie up any loose ends. The man with dark intentions drives to a lonely, abandoned spot. He gets out of the car and starts pouring gasoline into a trash bin, getting ready to carry out his plan. He intends to burn Jennifer alive, leaving no evidence behind. But when he opens the trunk, Jennifer surprises him with a sudden attack. She pushes him away, jumps into the driver's seat, and speeds off. After a short drive, she quickly puts the car in reverse, hitting him and knocking him into the trash bin he had set up. Then, Jennifer steps out, takes the gasoline, and ignites the trash bin. The flames consume him, and he is no more. The film ends with Jennifer standing strong, having outsmarted her captor and escaping his wicked scheme. And with that, the story concludes.